From the left side of Brahman, from the left side of Brahman, Savitri manifested. Gayatri. Then she manifested outside of her, and he married her. I'm saying words, but Gayatri is just a hymn, like the original language. If you totally depend on words for communication, just always words, and how words can give detailed information, and necessary in some instances, but then you hide your heart, you hide your feeling. It's a hymn, humming from the nose. I know there's more to it than that. But the Ashwini Kumars, they're the doctors of the universe. They sit in the nose of the Purusha, and they expand into the nose of everybody. I call the attention to Guru. I call the attention to the Purusha. And the left side, the feminine side, It's I'm not a linguistics. Not only linguistics. We may put things into a category of so many different ways to make a sound. Clean, Krishnaya, Govindaya, Gopijana, Bhalavaya, Svah. But he heard it in his heart. He heard it in his heart. Why do I say that? Because Paramatma, the super soul, he went up the umbilical cord, or the lotus. The lotus is like the umbilical cord from the Purusha to Brahma. He entered into Brahma. Brahma was not hearing here. He was hearing here. He couldn't even see. He couldn't hear. He couldn't see. Until he did 1,000 years of tapasya, of that verse, Clean Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Bhalavaya Swaha. 1,000 celestial years. He wasn't, although he had 4 heads, he wasn't manifesting a language yet. That's quite a long time. But we become so dependent on communication with language. And difficult for ourselves to communicate with ourselves. Yeah, it's difficult for ourselves to communicate with ourselves. So much, excuse me, so much mystery. The sages, they didn't see the necessity. People think, oh, they must have been cavemen because they didn't have a written language. Maybe we can find written languages. Actually, the written languages were only necessary at the entrance of the Kali Yuga. It wasn't necessary to write down. It wasn't necessary. The persons could communicate with each other and memorize all these Vedic hymns. They are Vedic hymns. Rig Veda. There's so many. They were all hum. So they all had the power to memorize. Sit with other saints and memorize. And only because of the degradation of the age, the degradation. Can anybody that looks in the past can see that we were taller, we were fitter, we were better off, and now we're not so better off. And somebody's trying to tell you that now we're more advanced. No, we're not more advanced. We're sick. We're a sick society. Come on. We're a sick society. We're not an advanced society. At least get that right. We're a sick society. Oh, they were the cavemen, and now we're flying around. No, they were flying around. They didn't need an airplane. Everything they needed to do, they could do. But as the age advanced, it had to be written down so it wouldn't be lost. Because our brains don't have the capacity. And it has less and less capacity. Everything is looked for from the outside. It's not looked for from the inside. This is not being pushed. Everything is now all my storage that I should have here is now on my mobile. We're crippled, and we are being crippled. Can't stop it, can't fight it, but at least you can recognize it. There's no reason to just continue or not wake up in some way. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out how to make a short. Because if you make a short, you can get something out there. How to communicate. How to get it across to people. How to wake people up. Okay. Just excuse me,